Fat Joe, one of hip-hop's premier artists, has been denting his legacy the last few years with what now has been known as cap stories.
I'm gonna tell you a cap story right now.
Stories told with cinematic settings and Rambo-like outcomes that has even made longtime loyalists of his question everything that he speaks.
What do you think about some of Fat Joe's stories?
I think he be lying.
I always tell AI that story. He don't recall the story. I'll be like, yeah, you remember?
I call cap on Fat Joe.
Man, the Taliban take a day off. It's crazy.
To now, he has to inform you when he speaks the truth.
Telling y'all the truth. Seen it in my own eyes. I'm not lying to you. It's a true story.
But sometimes, even taking that too far.
That's my religion. That's my love.
Joe, who has placed himself on Mount Rushmore of rappers with the most questionable story. This is the Legacy of Lies, Part 2.
Now, if you want to erase history, if you want to change the history, I don't know what to tell you, bro.
Last episode, we saw how Fat Joe pushed an idea of an album between him and Biggie.
He made a bunch of songs, you know what I'm saying? But they was like really disrespectful and hateful, and so he died and Tupac died, and it was like, yo, bro, you know what I mean? So they might have burnt them shits, to be honest with you.
And how many songs did you guys do?
I don't know, but a couple, not maybe 8 songs, 10 songs, you know, like that.
I remember, I think it was during our interview, he said that him and Biggie had a joint album that never came out. And I remember I talked to a bunch of people around Biggie. All of them said that never
So he's a habitual liar thing?
You being around Big, you knew all the plans he had. Is it any truth that he was working on an album with Fat Joe?
You see all the stories he tell? You see the Biggie story he's talking about?
Now, recently, Lance Riviera called Cap.
Show me the receipts, Fat Joe.
And he even asked for receipts.
I love Fat Joe, and Fat Joe is my guy.
Now, if you want to erase history, if you want to change the history,
Now I know why they're running with the Joe's the king of cap.
I don't know what to tell you, bro.
I'ma call cap. First, I would have, if there was a real legitimate album, I would have heard about that. I wouldn't have heard about them doing songs together, right? Because Big go in the studio, you could get a verse or you might not get a verse, depending on his mood and how much money you had in your pocket. I call cap on Fat Joe. I hate to, show me the receipts.
He said that him and Biggie had a joint album that never came out. And I remember I talked to a bunch of people around Biggie. All of them said that never
So he's a habitual liar thing?
Doesn't sound like Fat Joe will keep any of that from slowing him up. Oh, you didn't hear about that time he had to confront a fugitive? Yeah, America's Most Wanted.
The last one-on-one fight, that's on God.
Okay.
You know, I had to fight this guy. He was on America's Most Wanted. Go Google it. Go to the don't make me say the name. This guy was on America's Most Wanted. Telling y'all the truth. He was cock diesel. He should have won. He ain't win.
If I wanted to, I could create a compilation of just the laughs of everybody in the room during these stories.
The last one-on-one. They know the stories. They know.
I think they should have a section on Joe and Jada called Cap Stories.
I'm gonna tell you a cap story right now.
What do you think about some of Fat Joe's stories?
I think he be lying.
You know, I got beat up with AI. He never claims that one. No. You heard about it.
I didn't hear about it.
You didn't hear about this. You never heard it. Now you're not understanding what I'm trying to say. We over there for AI's birthday.
Right.
So he's in the hotel gambling all day, right?
Yep.
So we go to his birthday party. And so we pull up with his crew, and his shit is ram-packed. Everybody's hype. Next thing I know, one of AI's mans get into some shit with somebody. Next thing I know, the whole club started throwing glasses at us. And there's so many glasses that every time I get up, this shit just hit, like there's no way to miss. Like they was hitting. I always tell AI that story. He don't recall the story. I'll be like, yeah, you remember?
Rappers respect Joe, there's no doubt about it. It just sounds like, to me, sometimes he just goes too far. Like, yo, this is my favorite. He tried to take Jada Kiss's famous line right in front of his face.
One of the greatest lyrics from you that I loved was at that time when you said, what's everybody so mad at the Southpaw? Switch up your style, switch to Southpaw.
I was thinking about that today.
That was me. And he borrowed me. Jada, I was listening. That's my religion. That's my love. Google.
Yo, Jada,
Go to
Jada,
Charlie. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Hold on.
It's my line.
I followed it, bro.
Everybody so mad at the Southpaw. Learn how to switch your style up and go Southpaw.
Yo, Jada, let me tell you
say
something.
it, but you open your mouth for.
Now, if you want to erase history, if you want to change the history, I don't know what to tell you, bro.
I mean, we ain't got all time.
No, but I gave you that. I gave you that shout out.
No, yeah.
I don't know, man. Maybe he is a bully.
The biggest bully.
Before we go too far in this video, please do me one small favor and apply pressure to that subscribe button. Yes, apply pressure to that subscribe button.
Now, one of his most debated quotes is his thoughts on the creation of hip hop.
My babysitters made up the let me hear you say ho.
There's a lot of black hip hop fans were all on their rage and their
true.
feelings about it.
That's not true. That's Twitter black fans. It's not real fans, bro.
Who are these guys?
You want me to say a name? We're gonna give them too much clout.
I mean,
the FBA, Foundational Black Authority, whoever the fuck these broke niggas is.
There's no small group of anything. There's 43 million foundational black Americans, and they kind of feel a certain way.
Charlie Chase down with Crow Crush, one of the first hip-hop groups in the world. They're both Puerto Rican on the first rap groups ever. Can't make this Ruby D, first Puerto Rican. It's not my fault. I was born at the place. You really can't argue with me. These are facts. This ain't controversial. This ain't nothing. This is a fact. Like now, if you want to erase history, if you want to change the history, I don't know what to tell you, bro.
Fat Joe and this whole history of hip hop thing has been going back a long time. In fact, he pissed off some ATL niggas a long time ago.
If you use somebody's music and you sample it and you don't clear it and you don't give them no money, they can sue you. Me personally, I have never sued nobody for that. And trust me, they don't have make it rain, make it rain, or lean with it, rock with it, lean. Like my been jacked. my been jacked. Legendary. Shoulder lean, the show. Like if I went to court, I'd be like Exhibit A.
Yo, look, man, real quick, man. I just seen Fat Joe, a clip of Fat Joe interview where he talking about niggas buying his music and taking his style, and he could have sued niggas. He talking about I could have sued for lean with it. Get your sue on. Nigga ain't took shit from you from the South. We don't bite New York. No salute. Lean back was I? Who? But we didn't hear lean back and say you finna make a song like that.
What makes me think he's purposely trolling is other rappers haven't hesitated to call Cap.
I'ma call Cap.
Yo, this ain't gonna be a successful show if you the leader of the Fat Joe Cap Club.
It's gonna be too, Joe. That's my region. That's my line.
And we haven't even got to his jail stories. Listen to this.
There's some guys in jail, mind their business, don't bother nobody. They over there, they don't talk to nobody. You know, they good people. When I tell you all of them looked over and wanted to see my first reaction
when you had
his fucking food, they all looked and they was like, okay, he know what it is in here now.
So everyone was shook pretty much in jail.
Now, I got me an Italian chef. They had a chef down in the thing, Chef Junior. He make me homemade ice cream, mozzarella. They would steal the clams and he would make me linguine and clams. So
he was even recruiting white boys.
I got pick up a guy I told you about, Hong Kong's Mongolian. So in jail.
How you think the nigga Hong Kong's Mongolian?
Because he was the guy nobody wanted. He was a white guy that the white guys ain't want. And one day he comes up to me because the guys.
Yo.
I mean, but he's just, no, he's not slow. He's just slow. He's
a little bit off.
He ain't go past second grade. He used to stand there like this. The white guys was looking like, oh shit, it gotta be something to this. Fat Joe snatched up this guy and I'm calling him. Like we made a mistake. We didn't recruit this nigga.
One of my favorites is what he had to say about the BET Awards though. Man.
Form of gentrification, what's going on right now. BET, this is a form of gentrification, what's going on right now. Right, so I don't know if y'all really want to. Bob Johnson took the check. He sold it, first black billionaire, whatever the case may be. He sold it. I know this was like a form of gentrification. They kept underfunding them, and you ain't got no money.
Right message, wrong messenger. Just saying, a lot of people would say that you are an early part of gentrification, Joe.
And I know because I've been working on the BET Hip Hop Awards for 3 years.
But I myself do have respect for Joe, especially he brought in Big Pun in the game.
He would wake up and be like, pass me the book. And he would have a whole song. He would write it in his sleep.
And one famous rumor about that is Pun wrote all of Fat Joe's rhymes, and pretty much
Pun wrote like at least 80% of his stuff.
He didn't write 95% of his lies, or rhymes.
Just to make fun of it, like he got his own rhymes. No, you really are from Pun's rhyme book. You stole from Pun's rhyme book.
And here's another thing, sir. I write all my rhymes. I always have. And for a person that doesn't write their own
it's like when Lord Jamar just said, how could you be better than me? You don't pen nothing.
To try to judge someone that does? Disqualification, foul ball. You're disqualified from even commenting.
Because, if we gave some credit back and some money back to where they deserve and give them some credit on the actual producers' credits, then you'd have been all right, but you didn't.
After he passed away, Joe was telling her that, oh no, he owed me money. You know what I'm saying? Then all of a sudden, a bunch of fake royalty statements started to come saying, you're in debt, you're in debt, you're in debt, you're in debt. And then for about 14 years, from about 2000 to 2014, fake royalty statements was coming out. I called her up, told her I paid for the case, paid for the auditor, took him to court. Joe was all over the radio basically saying, I gave her $750,000, I gave her $250,000. I told the bitch, enough's enough. Everybody bought it and believed it. He had the big platform. He could call Envy or all these people and go in the radio station and be like, look, she's lying. And, she can't do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So everybody was like DMing her, bitch, get a job. He got you money for a hair salon, all this stuff. It was all lies and mediation. We had him admit that he never gave her $1 in his life.
To write all his rhymes. All of Joe's rhymes, we used to have them ready for him. And they used to do the paying dues. Paying dues, you gotta pay dues. But all the paying dues would go into writing this dude's verses.
One of the first people to call Cap on Joe in the early days was the former Terror Squad member Cuban Links.
Well, let me tell you while we on it. The rumor was that you were sleeping with his wife.
No,
that's what the rumor was. That's why that went down like that. So I'm asking you.
There's stories of Joe having his face slashed years ago.
Oh, no,
from one man to the next.
Remember, that Joe is not a stupid motherfucker. He knows how to play every level of the game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's definitely something you would throw out there in the street to make a say, yo, yeah, he deserved that.
Yeah. Did you hear that?
I heard that.
You heard that.
But at the time I was hearing that, was.
He also claims that Joe started lying on him.
It's not even a little thing true about it. But those are rumors, you know what I'm saying? And I heard another rumor of me sleeping with Pun's wife.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So, of course, he has been one of the main ones calling Cap on Joe. But I can't leave without saying this. As intriguing these stories are, you get to the point where you may miss out on the truth. There are people that do vouch for him.
You know what I'm saying? We didn't really see Dougie Fresh or Rob Bass. Only person we saw before Big L that was visible, who was really in the street, driving around, gold chains and MPVs and all that when we was young, was Fat Joe. Can't front on Fat Joe, bro. That nigga has stores, money, jewelry.
I'm gonna tell you a Cap story right now, and nobody's gonna believe me if you wasn't tuned in. The Taliban took a day off for MJ. I'm telling you. It was on CNN. In Pakistan. Yo, I'm sure when MJ died, they said that the Taliban took a day off and they had them dancing around a boombox in the mountains. The Taliban was in there trying to do the Michael Jackson.
The Taliban take a day off. It's crazy.
I think he was actually right about the Taliban celebrating Michael Jackson's death like that.
No, in Bangladesh, they got a little man. Have you ever seen the little men like this?
Come on, dog.
Yo, I'm telling you the truth.
Come on, crack.
French Montana knows him. It's a man this little.
What size organ, dude?
This man will be ducking behind this shit. He's a grown man with a suit.
A suit?
No. Oh, I'm capping. Go to Bangladesh. Yo, look him up. I'm not lying to you. Nelson? You found Nelson. From Morocco? Let me see.
I'm gonna let you look at him first and make sure that's him.
Look at my man. Yo. Oh, shit.
Whatever the case, we definitely haven't seen the last of Fat Joe. He has Cap headquarters now with Joe and Jada podcast. And whenever you want to hear a good old Cap story, they put out episodes every week, only expanding the legacy of lies of Fat Joe, the Cap King. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to check out part 1 of this, and also look out for my Max B documentary. Well, anyways, you know how we like to end our videos over here at Moxy Approved, right? With that water. I'll see you here next time on Moxy Approved.